The Department of Labor just released numbers on how many people die on the job. The deadliest work: fishermen, loggers, pilots, extraction workers, iron and steel workers, and roofers. Now, when I look at the list, I noticed 4 things. 1, talk show host is not on there, which surprised me. You should see my paper cuts. 2, I realized that I could do none of these jobs. I am functionally useless. If there were a nuclear war and I survived, I wouldn't be any help rebuilding society. 3, that without these risk takers, we would be nowhere as a civilization. And 4, most of these jobs are done by men. Now, before you write in, I know tough women are out there doing this kind of work, but the overwhelming number are dudes. And if you are missing a toe or a pinky, this hazard gap has a history. 27 workers died building the Brooklyn Bridge and falls and so on. Many more were injured. But this gap could narrow as women take on more jobs once done by men. Look at combat, as women return now with injuries that once only afflicted men. But the male domination of hazardous work is a fact often ignored by the media, for it undermines misleading stats about the wage gap. Men did the dirty, dangerous work simply because we're expendable. Every woman, however, is precious. But in time, this point will be moot as robots start doing all the risky stuff for us. Well, until they organize, take over, and destroy all of us in 2019. Mark my words.
Oh, my God. It's always the robots.
It is the robots, Kimberly.
So
We're going to have a robot Kimberly Guilfoyle, and it's going to dance robotically.
What's the difference? Right?
Oh, you have a soul somewhere in
I don't know.
there,
Oh,
Angie.
I can dance better than robotically, but yeah.
I look at these jobs, and I go, I have the easiest thing in the world.
You really did, because you're like, the most annoying person at the table. It's perfect. You're perfect for it.
Yes.
Thanks for casting. But you're the funny guy. Somebody's got to be like the funny guy that writes.
I'm the funny-looking guy.
Besides that, and you're the chivalrous guy that went and picked up my paper. No, man.
Paper cut. I didn't want to get a paper cut.
Do you know how many? So everyone understands. Kimberly's paper fell at the end of the A block, I think.
And then I was like, oh,
and then it
like
fell. And people on
trying
Twitter are tweeting us saying, "Greg, why didn't you pick up the paper for Kimberly?"
You know why didn't I? have an answer. Assuming that I would pick it up is sexist. What, she can't pick it up herself?
You should tweet
because
back
my
to all
legs
those
are
people
longer
saying,
than
why
yours.
should I
That was the issue.
Feminists are going, Greg, don't pick up that paper. Don't pick up that paper.
Exactly.
I would love to be a soldier if I thought I would be really good at it.
Yeah.
I think I might be.
Oh, I think you'd be a commander.
For sure. I would probably for sure be in charge. But the point is, I think those jobs are so compelling, what an ability to be able to serve, and I would just want to serve to the best of my ability and not in any way be a hindrance to those that I serve with, right?
Yeah.
If I wasn't physically able to do the same things that they're doing.
I am a hindrance in any of these jobs. I would be a hindrance.
You're a little soft.
Oh, I am very soft.
Yeah.
Very soft. Dana, you know what was high on this list? Farmers and ranchers.
I wrote cowboys.
Yeah, cowboys. You're a cowgirl.
You're a cowgirl.
Farm
No,
girl.
it is. It's dangerous work. Also, all the ones that you named, fishermen, loggers, coal miners.
Yes.
They're all producing the things that make it possible for all of us to be able to do what we do.
That's
it's the easy job.
Exactly. The people that are protesting, like against carbon, they wouldn't be able to heat their dorm rooms if it wasn't for these amazing people, Julie.
You know what? We do nothing. I mean, literally, I can't even brush my own hair. I mean,
I
did.
I think we trade.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
right. That's
not trade
deal.
Yeah, you know what?
Career for the birthing career.
They'll give you an epidural. It's all fine. But even yeah, right.
Of course.
No, mine fell out. How
I
about
didn't
that?
get there.
Mine fell out 35 hours later. Literally. But it's true. We do nothing. I can't. I mean, even the hair and makeup people here, I always say, have a much harder job than I do because they actually produce something which is making us all look good. We just sit around and talk.
You know what?
So that's true.
Interesting, Eric. Athletes was more dangerous. Where did I write this down? Athletes are more dangerous than firefighters. Yeah, it's safer being a firefighter than an athlete.
How is that possible?
I don't know. This is what's weird about studies.
Are there many athletes that
Athletes
die?
get injured. Well, you got injured.
Yes.
Okay,
right?
so with safety meaning injuries, not necessarily deadliest, but I'd like to point out that deadliest catch is it's a lie.
I love that.
It's a lie.
What?
It's called deadliest catch, but fishing is number 2. Logging.
Okay, but come on. I mean, watch
deadliest
that.
logging.
Ice truckers.
They did. There was a logging reality show.
There is a logging reality.
Well, I had a dangerous job.
What?
At the deli, I was in charge of the meat slicer at the
here we
salon.
go.
And I cut off. Remember, I cut off my part of my
I worked at a
pinky.
deli too.
You probably didn't do nothing.
I worked for 2 weeks bottling grape soda. Do you know that? The old machines, this has got to be in the 80s.
Were you
and I watched the
fired?
guy's finger get bottled.
Oh, gross.
I worked at My Favorite Muffin in 1986, and I still can't smell muffins to this day. It's been like 30 years.
Well, because you have a conditioned food aversion in the amygdala.
Clearly, that's what I have.
I happen to have
No,
that
that's a
with,
true
No, I believe you. No, I
That's
believe
a-
you. But yeah, I don't know.
Like if you drink too many Bartles and James wine coolers, you're like, smell me.
That's it.
Oh,
Oh.
Bartles and James. What are you, born in the 40s?
Mine was
Actually, I'm preserved cryogenically.
Zima. Remember Zima?
I love Zima, but it never made me sick.
What is happening?
Sailed to Bay.
tequila.
That was bad. That's not at all dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm
All
supposed to
right.
get out of here?
I remember Boone's Farm. Anybody remember Boone's
I remember
The
Farm?
that.
bottle was amazing.
Yeah.
Remember Old
Yeah.
Crow?
Yeah.
I drank that when I was 16. Sorry, but
How about
mom
Mad
and dad,
Dog?
I still
Any
can't
of Mad
smell it.
Dog?
MD
Yeah.
2020.
2020. Yeah.
I couldn't.
Reuniti.
I couldn't drink orange juice for a long time.
Reuniti on ice.
Reuniti on ice.
So nice.
So nice. I'm gonna. Let's just
My
do
parents
this.
had that.
It's happy hour somewhere.
All
right
right.
here.
It's Friday.